I think I'm about to step into a time of abundance, and that's really what I'm telling myself. All this anxiety and whatnot is excitement because I'm about to step into a new season of myself. Hey guys, that clap was so aggressive. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to or back to my channel. If you've never seen me before, hey, my name's Cora. If you have seen me before, then welcome back. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I feel honored and I feel blessed that you're taking the time to see what I'm all about. Stay a while, it's a fun time 24/7. Stay a while, it's a fun time. If you know me or know anything that I'm about, I am a huge mental health advocate. I've been through my own trials and tribulations, and honestly, like, they never end. I think when you have chronic anxiety, it is just something you learn to live with, and sometimes it's really bad, sometimes it's not as bad, and you kind of just have to go with the flow. If you are someone that has struggled with anxiety, if you're someone who's currently struggling with anxiety, if you feel sometimes just paralyzed and it's like you don't know what direction to go, this is the video for you. If I'm being 100% honest, I am in one of the more anxious seasons of my life. I have always struggled with generalized anxiety as well as obsessive compulsive disorder, which is OCD. If you have struggled with OCD truly at any point in your life, you know what I'm talking about. It is paralyzing. It is so disruptive to your life. I first started struggling with obsessive compulsive disorder when I was like 14. I really don't know what was the catalyst. I'm sure in therapy I could determine what got me there, but that's not the video for today. The reason I'm bringing it up is because I want you to know that I know what it's like. This is not someone that's like sitting here and has never experienced anxiety. If you ever feel like anxiety is holding you back, what if I could tell you that it's actually your secret weapon? Today we're breaking down how you can turn anxiety into actually a really powerful motivation. We're gonna really break this down using proven mental strategies. Grab a pencil, grab a piece of paper. We're gonna talk about 3 mindset shifts as well as 3 proven strategies that can assist you to tackle overbearing anxiety that you might wake up with every morning. You might not be able to sleep at night. You might be waking up in the middle of the night. You might start your day earlier because your brain turns on and starts thinking. It's not healthy, and when it is affecting your sleep, it's really affecting your overall being, your overall energy every single day, and we want to change that. If you've ever met someone and you can tell that they're like a little anxious, they have kind of like an anxious energy.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, just put it down.
They might be kind of over-explaining themselves. They might be over-talking. Is that a word? The stream of consciousness might just be kind of coming out constantly.
I'm home. Babaloo. Oh, here, let me help. I got it. It was so busy at the store today. Really good cheese samples. I had like 100.
I have met people like this. I've been like this. It's not the best place to be at, but it's a starting point. So let's just jump into mindset shift number 1. The purpose of this is that we want to reframe anxiety as fuel. So let's take a deeper dive into the scientific support to what I'm talking about. I'm not a science girly. I actually hated science. We didn't see eye to eye. God bless women in STEM. I loved biology, but anyways, that's beside the point. Talk about why anxiety and excitement are psychologically similar. What is wrong with me? Physiology. No, that's not right. Anxiety and excitement are physiologically similar. They both activate the sympathetic nervous system. They do that by releasing energy, producing chemicals like cortisol and adrenaline. I'm just reading my notes, y'all. My acting days are over. I can't do that. What is the difference? It's really just the way that you interpret that feeling. That leads to the stress response. When you're anxious, your brain perceives that there is a threat. Whether or not there is one, it doesn't know the difference. Kind of like you might hear people talking about fight or flight. It's so true because it's like, why is my nervous system over here fighting? Why is my body thinking that I am in the trenches? It is World War I. I don't know if that's a touchy subject. Hypothalamic pituitary adrenaline axis, and apologies if I said that wrong. HPA, we're gonna call it HPA. Basically, it pumps out cortisol and the sympathetic nervous system, which releases adrenaline. So these chemicals affect you by increasing your heart rate, giving you more alertiveness, blood flow to your muscles, and focus. This is the same physiological state that your body enters when you're excited about something, when you're preparing for a performance or a competition, anything like that. A 2013 Harvard study by Dr. Allison Wood Brooks asked people to say, "I'm excited" instead of "I'm nervous" before doing anxiety-inducing tasks such as public speaking. Maybe you're taking the SAT, maybe you're taking the bar exam, maybe you're performing for an arena of people. I don't fucking know. So what were the results? Those who said that I'm excited did significantly better. And then it comes down to the question why. And it's because it redirected their focus from fear to opportunity, and it used that arousal to their advantage. So what does that all mean? Ultimately, what it means is that you can turn that anxious energy into productivity, into performance. You might always have anxiety, you might always really kind of struggle with it back and forth, and you can't turn it off per se. You can't just be like, well, I'm not gonna be anxious today, which would be really fucking nice. If you shift the way you interpret it, it's a whole nother ballgame. Do I look cute? Kind of like thinking if you struggle with those physical feelings of anxiety, such as like your heart racing, your palms getting sweaty, it could be your thoughts racing. Instead of thinking about, oh my gosh, like I'm really anxious right now, think about, I'm getting ready to do something meaningful. I'm preparing myself to do something that's meaningful to me or to my community, and that's an amazing opportunity. We are only given one life. As I get older, I realize that it's like, we can't redo our past. I can't go back to, middle school when I was really anxious and really struggling with OCD, and it was affecting my grades, affecting my life, affecting my social skills. Like, I can't go back and tell myself this, but I can choose to adopt this mindset moving forward. Guiding myself through this particularly anxious time is difficult, and it's something that I won't lie, I have been struggling with. That is kind of why I wanted to make this video, because it's really pertaining to my life at the moment. I don't think that I always will feel this anxious. I think I'm about to step into a very a time of abundance, and that's really what I'm telling myself. All this anxiety and whatnot is excitement, because I'm about to step into a new season of myself, and I think you should adopt the same mindset too, especially with kind of summer coming to an end, which I can't even talk about, because what the fuck, what was that? I don't know if it was just me, but okay, you know what? Actually, let me not. Anyways, you think about it, instead of like your body's betraying you, which sometimes is how I feel. The other day, this is gonna sound really weird, so I hope this finds the right audience. The other day I was walking to the train. There was someone, in Chicago, you gotta walk with purpose. We're not doing the sightseeing, breathing in and out because it's tourists. It's not thank you for coming to bless our economy, but I can't do it because I'm trying to get to the train. I'm trying to get the home. That's all to say, I'm speed walking. I'm walking as fast as I can because this train's coming. For someone walking ahead of me, kind of came into the realization, I was like, oh shit. Eventually I'm either gonna be at the same pace as them, so I'm gonna have to walk faster, or I need to walk slower, and I don't wanna walk slower because I don't wanna miss the train. Is that a normal thought to think? Perhaps. But the way that it ruminated in my brain and significantly impacted, I was walking, and then I was like, what if they're looking at the way I walk? Do I walk weird? How do I walk? Then I was thinking about, okay, so I actually don't know what I look like when I walk. And then it's the whole speed of it too. It was I was forgetting how to walk. I've never experienced this before in my life. So as I'm, trying to walk faster, I'm like, what even is walking? I started to go up the stairs to the train. They were multiplying. And it was I was like, am I having a panic attack? Because I've had anxiety attacks. I've struggled a lot with anxiety. I've never struggled with it in this way where I feel like my body is betraying me. And I was like, well, I can't slow down. There's people behind me. And I started panicking and stressing because this is not me. So I think the way I'm trying to reframe that is that it's your body is not betraying you. Your body is providing you with fuel to get to the train. I take some deep breaths, and I think, I'm okay. I'm okay. I've always been okay. I will always be okay. Put thoughts into the universe for your guardian angels, whatever you believe. Put thoughts out there and ask for help. Ask for grace while you struggle in this time of difficultness, I think life goes through different phases, and sometimes it feels like it's a curse. If you channel into the energy, that's better than fighting it. Because if you keep thinking, am I walking weird? All of those things, you need to stop. You need to stop that train of thought, because it's tumbling, it's spiraling, you're spiraling. There's not a whole lot of logic that is being used when you're spiraling. It's mostly just existing off of that nervous energy. Your body doesn't know the difference between fear and excitement. Your brain has to tell it. When anxiety hits, instead of saying, I'm panicking, I'm anxious, think like I'm gearing up for something that's important. I think that alone can shift your performance and significantly improve your life. For me, I found myself starting to get anxious to get on the train again, which again, never have ever struggled with this. So it's like brand new to me. It's a whole new kind of anxiety I didn't even know that was possible. So it's awesome. I get to try like a little bit of everything. Trying to reframe it. Yeah. Something that I saw was use your anxiety as a signal rather than like an alarm. If you are starting to feel anxiety about that, for me, I broke it down. I was like, so what exactly, like what aspect of taking the train is making me anxious? And it was like, okay, well, getting on and getting a seat. I go to a very popular stop. There's a lot of people. I work a 9 to 5. Like, it's very like, it's rush hour. So there's a lot of people. You're out here fighting for your life if you want a goddamn seat. And I was like, well, why am I scared about getting a seat? I always get a seat. When have I had to stand? I can't think of the last time that I've had to stand. I always end up getting a seat. Even if it's not right at my stop, like a couple down the line, I haven't had to stand, ever. I will get a seat. A seat will be made for me. When you believe that, and when you allow yourself to realize that, it kind of shifted my anxiety to more so like just energy to get me through the ride. I don't know if that's helpful. I don't know if anyone else has ever experienced that. I don't know if this is a unique individual Cora Berry experience, which I wouldn't be fucking surprised, but let me know like in the comments if you resonate to that. We can work through it together. On some of my other videos, reading people's comments and kind of seeing like there are similar experiences. It makes me feel like, okay, this isn't a curse. Like this isn't supposed to be like a life sentence per se. I'm not supposed to always dictate the way that I feel and think and exist. Another thing that kind of helps me is when I am feeling anxious, I love a good to-do list. Sometimes at work, it's like there's a lot of different directions I feel like I'm being pulled in. And the way that I kind of work with that is I create just a list of everything I need to do, and just write everything down. Even if it's like something like open up my email, you know, sort through emails, organize my inbox. It really helps you because you realize, okay, I'm not forgetting anything. And you can kind of prioritize what is like urgent and what can kind of be moved to the back of the line. You are not perfect. None of us are. And I am a perfectionist. I'm a Virgo rising. So if you know what that means, like Virgos are very detail-oriented perfectionists. Think of action over perfection. As you start to knock things off of that to-do list that you wrote down, it feels a little more manageable. And then make another list. And I do this every day, and you can pull things from the last day that you didn't accomplish and put it on this new list. It looks clean, it looks cute, it looks perfect. What is one thing that anxiety has stopped you from doing? I'm really interested because I think I've mentioned a couple and I really could go on, and I don't want to put y'all through that. It is something that I am very passionate about, and it's something that I do enjoy talking about because I think we need to remove the stigma. Specifically, even just around obsessive compulsive disorder. I don't love to talk about it because it's not very understood. If you've had it, if you have truly had it, you know what I'm talking about. Obviously, there are different levels to the severity of it. There were periods in my life where it would take me like 2 hours to get ready for bed. It's not because like I'm doing like a face mask and I'm doing a hair mask. It's because like I can't leave the room because something feels wrong. I don't know what it is. I might think that it's that and move it, and then it's like, oh hell no, it wasn't that. And you move it back and then it's like, well shit, I'm still feeling anxious. It really dictated my life for a period of time. For me personally, therapy and psychiatry was the way that I tackled that. I do still have anxiety. Living with it and working with it, you won't always feel like that. You go through periods of time where you're just going through different things. There's a lot of external reasoning as to why I am so anxious. It's just about figuring out how to self-soothe yourself in the sense of like therapeutically. Do you go get a massage? Do you meditate? Do you go sit outside and smoke? Please, I was like, oh yeah, I like to curse. Which one's your favorite one? Okay, whatever. Anyways, just remember anxiety equals energy, which can translate to action. Use it as data and remember that action is important over perfection. Even just in the sense of creating YouTube videos, I've had to get over the fact that it might not be 100% perfect, but we need to move past that because otherwise you're never gonna do anything. You're never gonna be fully ready to start anything. It's important to feel the fear and do it anyways. I promise you it will be okay. Honestly, to be so real with y'all, I'm trying to wrap this up because I am going to the beach and I'm going by myself. I'm very excited. I think I'm just gonna bring like a little bottle of wine and my journal and really like just tap into the way that I'm feeling, because there's a lot going on and I do a great job of pushing it down and pushing it away, but it will always come to the surface. It's just a matter of when. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you liked what you saw, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Mwah.
If everything is dipped in gold.